Good morning, everyone. This is Financial Literacy 101. And for today, we'll be talking about whether you should grow your money, blow your money, or store your money. Now, a lot of times this conversation, usually I do a stock review today, but there's nothing really hot in the market happening today. So I figured I would do something very, very different. But nonetheless, that's the question that I usually get from people. What should I do essentially with my money? Hey man, I have $500, I have $1,000, or I've been saving, I've been investing. What do essentially I do with my money? And really, it really depends on you. Let me tell you. All right, first and foremost, good morning, Miss Curly Girl. Thank you for moderating this morning. I'm just going to say good morning. I believe that's Sean in the chat room, and also Broad John, grand rising to you. And I see Cole Red is here today. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. So again, we're going to go right into essentially what I believe that could be possible, some good ideas for you guys to actually do. Whether you want to grow your money, blow your money, or store your money, okay? So first and foremost, let's look at growing our money, okay? So here are some of the platforms that I want you guys to look at. Give me 1 second here. All right, there we go. All right, so this is one of the platforms that I use. I use Robinhood. A lot of people have been asking me about Robinhood, and we're not gonna stay a lot of time. Robinhood is essentially a robo investor, no commission fees. You can go ahead and start investing, whether it be in 7 cryptos, hundreds, thousands of stocks, ETF, index funds, and also bonds, and as well as real estate investment trust. This is Robinhood. There's a link in the description if you want to be a part of Robinhood and start trading for free. The next on the list to grow your money is Webull. Webull is another platform. I don't really talk much about it, but I do have an account with Webull. And here's some of the trading that it does. It does in stocks, invest in thousands of companies using their trading tools and analytics. What I told you guys the other day about Webull is that Webull has essentially a large platform of trading tool analytics. And we're going to go through Webull a little bit, okay? They also have option trading just as well as Robinhood, just as well as some other platforms, okay? And also ETF, one of my favorites for novice and beginning investors, okay? One of my favorites. Diversify your holdings by investing to a group of stocks with the same convenience as trading a single stock. ETFs, for you guys who want to invest your money and you don't want it to be so volatile, ETFs and index funds are going to be your safest bet by far. Then last but not least, cryptos, okay? I love the way they have this plainly set out. Now, this is the most simplest form that you're going to see from Webull. This is the most simplest. Everything else is somewhat, and we're going to get into it, but I do love their trading platform, okay? I do love their trading platform. They have more analytical tools than Robinhood, okay? They have more analytical tools than Robinhood. But here's an example of Webull compared to Robinhood. Now, automatically, you got stocks over here. You have the candlesticks right here, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's somewhat small on your screens. You have limited buy. They have, stop loss order, take profit order. Again, their platform is so intricate about all the analytical tools that they have. it gets most people very, very confused, okay? So that's why I don't really come here. But let's go to the market. Let me show you something else here. This is another analytical tool, which is a quick view of how each market is performing. And this is why I kind of like Webull. I do a lot of research on Webull, not just Robinhood, because Robinhood, again, they just came out with that profit loss chart that's mostly dealing with option trading. But when it comes to Webull, I love the clean, simplistic view when you go to the market page, okay? When you go to the market page. Now, and again, when it comes to trading was that last screen that you saw that was just all over the place. And that's why I say, hey, teaching on Robinhood is a lot cleaner look, but doing compare and contrast with the analytical tools, Webull is actually great for novice investor to get a very quick view of what's going on. Take, for instance, market overview, advances and decliners distribution. Right off the bat, you can see what's going on in the market. Then you have the extended hours ranking, who's doing well, who's doing that. Then this is another great tool. Top gainers, top losers, most active. And most active is mostly dealing with the what? The volume. Who's moving the most stock shares? Top gainers is, we're looking at percentages. Who is doing well percentage? And as you can see here, is in chronological order, 88% with BRPA, 59% with U1, so on and so forth. And then top losers, you have Wall W lost at 51%, DCRCW at 43.5%. So again, very quick analytical tools for you to look at. So again, it just depends on how your mind works and how you like to see things. If you're a person that really loves simplistic, just very simple things, go to Robinhood. If you're a person who loves a lot of integrated analytical tools, you want a one-stop shop for all your trading, then go to Webull. If you just want to focus on ETFs and you essentially want to learn from that platform, here's another one too. I got to mention this too, because I tell you guys to go to Google, right? I tell you go to Google and type in Google Alert and type in the IPO that you want to track. Even better when it comes to Webull, because this is what Webull offers. Let me blow this up, okay? Now, what I like about Webull when it comes to the IPO offerings, they give you the information right here on their market page, okay? And they tell you the offering price. This is 15 million shares for G4U. You can look inside of these companies, and also over here, they show you what IPOs has been filed. They also give you the file date. So any popular companies or companies you've been watching, you can go right here on Webull market page and find out. Again, Robinhood does not offer these things, and the other platform I'm going to show you does not offer this. So again, that's why I really like Webull when it comes to their analytical tools and their information, because you get it all up front. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, you don't even have to have an account, okay? Now, here's another part of the market page called Hot Industries. Some of you are trying to figure out what industry should you get into, and here it is: phones and handheld devices, renewable energy equipment, non-gold precious metals, okay? Platinum Group, Silvercrest, all these others, right? Then you have hot ETFs. Ladies and gentlemen, this is absolutely phenomenal, where you can go to one place and find out the hot industries, what exchange traded funds you want to get into, and it shows you right here: Dow Jones, S&P 500, NASDAQ, Russell, and so forth. It gives you all the hot ETFs. Then right below that, you have all the hot cryptos, okay? You have cryptos trading. XLM is stellar. Ethereum Classic, one of my favorites. Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, XRP, also known as Ripple, then EOS. And then for people like even my son who is into Forex trading, if you guys are trying to get into Forex trading, again, they have the market right here all on one page, and you don't even need an account. But again, if you join Webull, excuse me, if you join Webull, I have the link in the description, and you can actually join up and get a free stock as well. But all the different Forex listed right here has all the information: last price, percentage, open and close, high and low. You can all get the information right on this page, okay? So moving right along to what I was saying is, for you guys who are just getting into investing, and you don't understand all these things that's going on, this platform may be the platform for you. But Robinhood and Webull are totally free unless you get into Robinhood Gold, and then Webull has another system where you might have to pay some fees. But the basic trading system of selling and buying, totally free, no commission price. When it comes to Stash, you know, guys, I used to be on Stash hard when I first found out about Stash. This is one of the easiest platforms that you can actually use when you are a beginning investor. Okay, and it breaks down everything, investing. And the key thing that Stash came out with, that Robinhood does, and also Webull, is fractional investing. Fractional shares, let me blow this up for you guys. Fractional shares make it easy to invest what you can afford on a set schedule, okay? And all of these offer some sort of what I call DCA. They all offer some form of DCA, dollar cost averaging, where you can reschedule real current investment every month, okay? So this is more of an informational video, not saying, hey, put your money in these stocks. But if you are key to keeping your volatility very, very low, even though Robinhood and Webull, you can go and simply buy ETFs, but this is a much simple and plain platform that really much lays out everything for you, okay? It says here, investing made easy, start with $5, okay? Start with $5. With the other ones, you can start with $5, $1, whatever, okay? And what I love is, again, it's very, very simple to understand. It gives you the information here. So Stash Beginner, $1 a month, investing. You get a stock bank card, banking, saving tools, personalized advice. Then you get the Stash Growth. Everything is Stash Beginner, but it costs $3 a month. So there is a fee. Then of course, Stash Plus is $9, and they offer a lot more. But most people are going to fall into the Stash Beginner when you first start off, okay? So if you have questions that you need, that you want to be answered, you can go ahead and answer these questions. The most thing that I love are two things right here. Let me point these two things out to you guys. You have Stash ETFs, okay? Stash ETFs, and they have all these different sorts of markets at the top, okay? It has all these different markets at the top that you guys can actually look into. And they have stocks by industry. So again, if you guys are looking into energy, finance, healthcare, industrials, materials, media, real estate. So let me go to tech. A lot of people are into tech. You guys want to invest in innovation and for the future. So I totally understand. So here are some of the companies that are listed under their tech ETF and some of their profiles, okay? You can go and you can see all the analytical data that you guys want to look up, okay? So let me go back here. But again, another great tool for you guys. Here are some tags that you guys can click on and get information that you need. Now, ETFs by categories. This is where the rubber meets the road for me. This is what I absolutely love. So the same thing how the first group did individual tech stocks. Let me show you this. These are ETFs that have very millennial names, okay? So the first one you see are Internet Titans, and the ticker for that is FDN. And I'm going to show you a compare and contrast very, very quickly. So you go into Internet Titans. You're like, what's Internet Titans? You won't be able to find this, but they actually give you the real name. Give me 1 second here. The real name of this ETF, watch me go to Robinhood. I'm just going to type in FDN. It's the First Trust Dow, the First Trust Dow Jones Internet Index Fund. Okay. Again, index and ETF are very, very similar. They have a slight distinction, but they're somewhat similar. Okay. So again, we go back to Stash here, and we're looking at you can invest $5, $6, $7 or more. And within this particular one, what I love is it gives you all the data that you need. The share price is $220, almost $221. But again, you do not have to invest that amount of money. You can invest $5. That's it. Okay? You can invest $5. You don't need to invest all of that money. Then the last dividend paid was 1 cent. They tell you the last dividend pay date, the dividend yield, etc. Okay? It gives you more information about any of this particular stock. It shows you, gives you historical data, yada, 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 yada. Okay, I'm just giving you an example here, ladies and gentlemen. Just give you an example.
Oh, baby, baby.
Now, other sectors that you can look into by ETF are bonds, which are a very low yield, but will give you some solidarity inside of your portfolios. Goods and services. If you want to know about that, you click into that. It says focus on the industry bundled together into a single fund. So you have destination recreation. That is not an actual fund. That is just the millennial name that Stash labeled it on their platform. So if I go to Robinhood and I type in PEJ, it's going to pop up the name. This is by Power Shares Dynamic Leisure and Entertainment ETF. And when I look at the trajectory of this stock, of course, on March of last year, it dropped down to $20, but now it's up to $43.94. And at the peak here, before the market tumbled about 30 to 40%, it went up to $53. So you say, hey, Ross, if this is a great investment for me to invest in, well, just by giving it a quick glance, it absolutely looks well. And then you can go and look at the dividends, almost 1%, the sectors of ETF, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, okay? So we go back and they have all of these are ETFs. So these names that you see, because I'm in the ETF portion of Stash, these names are not actual name of ETF or stocks. There is the group that Stash itself has labeled that group. But when you type in the ticker, either on their platform or you see me doing it on Robinhood because it's quick, or Webull, it will show the actual name of the ETF. Whether you're going to buy on Vanguard, Charles Schwab, E-Trade, Edward Jones, Raymond, whatever, right? You can do all of these, but they just give it a cool name to appeal to the millennials, okay? That's pretty much it, okay? Curb Appeal, In Transit, Martin Meds, Home Sweet Home. They have all these trendy names. Real Estate Tycoon. I really like this one, by the way, okay? Because, again, let's see, company info. Again, here's the investment name. I told you, you go in here, they break it down for you. Everything is easy on Stash, everything. Okay, as you can tell right here, performance breakdown, I can see the performance. Year to date, this portfolio has been up almost 20%. I go into company info. It actually gives me the name of the real ETF, which is Vanguard Real Estate ETF. And then it tells me some of the top holdings. So almost 12% of this is Vanguard Real Estate Index Fund Institutional Plus shares. The next one, American Tower Corporation, Prologis, Crown Castle, and Equinix. Okay, so, and then the ticker for them is VNQ. Again, just kind of give you a compare and contrast. VNQ, boom, is Vanguard US REIT Fund. Same difference, okay? Same difference, same difference. Vanguard Real Estate ETF. All right, so one more part about Stash, I don't want to linger too long, is learn. For you guys who are just getting into investing and you have questions and you want answers, they have all of these things to help you. One-step guide to tax season, Stash May IPO calendar is going to give you all the IPOs that's coming out in May. 3 things people dread most about taxes. Go on and on for it. It says a prime on cryptocurrency, understanding Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and other virtual currencies. You can click on these things and it will teach you the information that you are seeking. Again, to understand these things, okay? So take from here, they even tell you guys, let me blow this up one more time, that this is a 6-minute read, because automatically in this internet age, like now, I see people dropping off because we don't want too much information at one time. We want to, hey man, just give me a 5-10 minute video. Sometimes excellent and great information takes more than 5 or 10 minutes, okay? But moving right along, we're still on Grow It. We're still on Grow It. I'm giving you all these investment platforms. The last but not least when it comes to Grow It is one of my favorites. I still invest with this platform today, is Wealthfront, okay? I'm talking about Wealthfront. Wealthfront has a lot when it comes to investing and banking, but we're gonna really deal with investing, okay? Let's see, he said get started. And the great thing about Wealthfront is instead of trying to pick this, that, and the other, you just tell them what type of account you want. You want a retirement account. You want a growth account. And then based upon your growth account, you can actually do a risk score. Like it's really hands off. Like, hey, I don't want much risk. Look at my risk. So I have most of my portfolio dividing into municipal bonds, which is really, really safe. And then U.S. government bonds, okay? Then corporate bonds, and then TIPS. And TIPS is, what is it again? Treasury Inflation Protection, okay? Treasury Inflation Protection Securities. That's what it is. I almost forgot. But nonetheless, then you got 10% in dividends and then U.S. stocks. Now, as you tell, as I play with this risk factor, when I play with this risk factor, you're going to see it gets more aggressive when in the US stock category and the foreign stock category as I go up. My current risk factor is 8%. So I'm 35% US stocks, 24% foreign stocks, 16% emerging markets, 8% dividend stocks, and then 17% municipal bonds. So if you're in your 20s, I'm gonna say, yo, go all the way out. Go all the way out, 35, you're only 4% in bonds. So again, you should play with these risk factors on Wealthfront. And again, I have a link in the description where this is a paid for platform, but with my link, they will handle your account. And I'm not giving you all the details of Wealthfront, because if you look at my channel, you type in Financial Literacy 101 and you type in Wealthfront, you'll see maybe 2 or 3 videos where I've actually broken down all the great things about Wealthfront. All of these platforms that I've given you over the course of years, I've done multiple videos on them. So you can go ahead and type in Financial Literacy 101 on YouTube and then type in Stash, Webull, Robinhood, and also Wealthfront. And so this is the last platform when it comes to grow it. You can grow your money with these. Some of these platforms like Stash and as well as Wealthfront has 529 college plan, just to name one of the other options of investment. And the 529 college plan or savings plan are for your kiddos, for your kids, for they can go to school with a license, certification, or degree, okay? So there you have it when it comes to Wealthfront. Now, we're gonna move to blow it. Where should you blow your money at? Because sometimes I understand that we look at our money like, yeah, I'm growing a lot of money. I'm getting close to retirement. You know, I just want to go on vacation. I want to buy this. I want to buy that. You just kind of like, hey, I didn't save all this money my entire life. What do I do? And this is a conversation I had yesterday in a cigar lounge. What if you are single woman, single man in your 50s or 60s, or when you get there, and you've been saving all this money, or you and your wife, or you and your husband, doesn't matter. But you're not leaving money to family. You may not have any kids, or you're not leaving money to your kids, or any other family member. You're like, hey, I made this money, I banked this money, I invest this money. I want to blow this money. Okay, I want to blow this money. So my thing is this: what you should really blow your money on. Of course, this is the way my mind works. If I'm really going to blow some money, my number one way of blowing money, which enriches me and my experience of life and living on this world, is traveling. I love to travel. If you guys see my channel, I try to post a video of places we're traveling. At the end of July here, me and my family, we're going to Dominican Republic, okay? Me and my family going to Dominican Republic. Me and my fiance just came back from Jamaica not too long ago. So we love traveling. And then we just came back from Florida to visit a buddy of mine. But nonetheless, I love traveling. So if that's the one way I blow my money, that's the one way I blow my money. Another way that you can actually blow your money, and I'm gonna show you here, is real estate. Some of you say, man, that's investing. It is. But it's also blowing your money in a way that's going to make sure you always have money. And when I mean real estate, I'm just giving you Zillow here. You can go to any platform that you like. But when it comes to blowing your money, blow your savings, blow your hard-earned work money, your 401ks, all the money you saved up in your life, and buy some real estate property. Buy some real estate property and rent it out. Buy some real estate property and flip it. Because when I'm looking at the real estate market right now, unfortunately, if you're trying to get into buying a home, the market is hot for sellers, meaning that you're going to pay top dollar more so than over asking price, even depending on if it's a house that's in a high crime area or not. But if you truly want to blow your money, I'm just giving you my perspective, okay, for educational purpose, not investing purpose, educational purposes. I'm going to blow my money on vacation and real estate, because a lot of us can get very emotional at times, and we're out there, we're blowing our money, we're buying all the stuff that we always wanted to buy. Then all of a sudden you get a grandson, you get a granddaughter, and now you have burnt through all your money. Like, you know what? I really want to leave something for my kids. And you have a second thought about it. You know how almost each 5 years or every 10 years, you get more wise in your days? And some people get more stubborn, but a lot of us get wise. You're like, you know what? I made a lot of bad decisions. So if you really want to blow your money, if you want to really blow your money on yourself, go have great experiences. Get out and travel. A lot of us are trapped in this conundrum. And the only thing we know is America. The only thing we know is our state. The only thing we know is our city or town. Go out and travel the world. Visit other continents. And me personally, if you are a melanated person, your first travel should be to melanated countries around the world. Okay, and if you're of lighter skin, then maybe you want to go to Europe and other places where people look like yourself. But my thing is, like, you know, melanated people of America, Nubian people, Foundation Black Americans, why we're visiting Europe more so than we're visiting the continent of Africa and Jamaica and Dominican Republic, where majority of the people are melanated. Again, this is my perspective, that you should actually get out and visit those countries to see how they are. And then you can go to, I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Rome. And listen, who built Italy and Rome? Melanated people. I digress. The other part of blowing your money should be real estate, okay? Now, last but not least, store your money. Where to store your money at? Now, I've given this information out before. You can look at this information on my channel and look for KISS Trust. Type in Financial Literacy 101, KISS Trust. Now, this is a trust, and it's not like any other trust. A lot of you thinking that trusts are made for rich people, but they actually have trust for common folk, okay? Middle class Americans, low income class Americans. And it's not expensive as you think. And the great thing I like about KISS Trust, it's very, very inexpensive. Okay. Now, some of you will look at the minimum balance for you to put money in. $1,000 is nothing when you're talking about a trust. Okay. So let's look at this. We're going to look at the monthly trustee fee calculator. Okay. We're going to slide this thing. Let's look at this. So the basic plan costs you nothing. They have the basic plus coming soon. They have the deluxe version and they have the premier version. So let me just hover over this. So the basic trust, no annual trustee fees. You pay nothing. The only thing you have to do is deposit $1,000. So the deluxe portion of KISS Trust, the first $250,000 that you deposit inside of this is you're only paying 0.50%. That's it. And the more money that you actually put into this, the fees go down. Okay. Then also Premier, it goes up just a little bit more, but the same way. The more you put inside the trust for your family member, yourself, or for your kids, the price goes down. And let's look at the fee calculator here. Boop, boop, boop. Now, let's take, for instance, you get all the way to $1 million, okay? Because we want to know, if I got $1 million, now how much is this trust going to cost me? Now, this is the price when you get to $1 million, how much it's going to cost you, okay? Believe me, this is pennies on the dollars, okay? This is pennies on the dollars. Believe it, okay? And again, if you got the basic plan, it doesn't cost you anything. And you can go ahead and get all the information about a trust. I was going to play the video, but I think it's important that you're just aware of the information, okay? You know what? Let's do it. I think you guys, it's only a minute. Let's play it.
When it comes to trust, KISS Trust bundles everything you need into one place. That makes us the only complete do-it-yourself trust service in the world, and it's all provided by Eastern Point Trust Company, administering over $1 billion of benefits under administration by over 20,000 users. In short, we bring trust within reach of everyone. At the core of our service is Trustware, our trust creation software that's built around saving you time and money. You can use Trustware to create custom trusts without any prior experience. Trustware guides you through trust creation step by step, asking you easy but important questions that you know the answers to. There are dozens of trust types to choose, from family to special needs trust, large and small. All this for only $49 or free with a starting balance of $10,000 or more. Every trust you create includes custom trust documents, online balance and statements, thousands of investment options, fee-free daily trades, tax preparation, filing and support, distribution management, and much more for far less than what traditional old money financial institutions charge. Because we believe everyone deserves access to professional financial solutions. Create a free user account and join a smarter way to trust.
All right. So the one thing I like about Kiss Trust is very inexpensive when I compared it to other trust funds. So I know a lot of times people look at trust funds like it's for rich people. No, it's not. When it comes to putting money into a trust over the course of time, you start off with $1,000 initially, and with the basic plan, it's totally free. Then you get up to $10,000. There's another echelon, another hierarchy that's totally free as well. But the cool thing about this trust fund as well is that you could be investing that money. Okay, so take for instance, a lot of us, you think, okay, before I die, I need a will. But most likely the way we looked at trust fund was for rich people. No, $1,000 put into a trust fund, totally free. You can actually have that money actually investing for your niece, your nephew, your son, your daughter, for an aunt, an uncle, whoever, right? A brother, a sister. You can have this money growing for them, investing. Now, of course, there's different types of trust. There's a revocable trust and then an irrevocable trust. And an irrevocable trust, and I'm saying it kind of messed up, but nonetheless, irrevocable trust is that whatever you put in, you can't get back out. But a revocable trust, you can actually take that money back out, of course, with some sort of penalties, okay? So let's see here. Let's look into funding, okay? I'm just giving you a little bit more information about the trust. And again, we're talking about storing your money. This is where you store your money at, okay? We're talking about a trust, plans and pricing. This gives a better overall view. As you can tell here, ladies and gentlemen, it says here that free 7C share-based models, custom portfolios, no, but you get customer portfolios with the deluxe plan. Minimum additional contribution amount is $25. Minimum initial funding is $1,000, okay? Also, ability to change investment, place at any time. Look, it keeps going on and on and on. You can do mutual funds. The only thing they don't have in the basic plan is exchange traded funds, one of my favorites. But then again, if you upgrade your money, then you can go to deluxe, okay? Minimum monthly additions, none. Great. So this is one of the places where you store your money. And another place I didn't really get into is called Fundrise. I didn't really talk about that. I don't really think that's more profitable for you guys. What is the major benefit of having a trust over a will is that trusts are more concrete than a will. See, a will can be taken through court. A will can be taken through probate where your siblings, your family members, your sons, your daughters can actually fight over the money, over the property, over the things, over the family heirlooms that you have left for a certain person. And the only thing they have to really pretty much do is like, look, I bought mama juicy before she died, so I'm financially invested, okay? So I don't know why she gave you that. And they can actually try to prove a case to fight you over your will, okay? Wills can be contested. And the one thing, as you are dead and gone, is to have people that are depressed and built up anxiety and frustration over the things that you left another person. The one way you cut the red tape on that, ladies and gentlemen, is that you get a trust. A trust is almost airtight. I'm talking about airtight. They'll try to take that trust and listen, 99.9% of the time, trusts are thrown out of court. It don't even make it, okay? It doesn't even make it to a court case. So my advice to you, you know your family. You know your sons and daughters. You know your brothers and sisters. You know your mom and dad. Because nobody knows when they're going to die. Sometimes the parents outlive the kids, okay? You don't know what's going on when you pass away. And the one thing you don't want is your family members fighting over anything, any antiques, heirlooms, money, property, etc. So a trust is probably your best way in order to do so. This is stored. One more place I believe that you guys can grow and store your money, as I've said this before, America's best 401k. This is another way you just put some money in there. Okay, let's go to pricing and let it work for you. And then again, you can also put this in a trust as well. And the reason why I'm showing you this one, because it has no hidden fees, no kickbacks, and no commission, okay? Now they're showing you when you deal with a regular employee fee at your regular business, this is $400 quarterly. See, what people are not familiar with, when you sign up with your company's 401k plan, you know what they do? They get in bed with certain large investment organizations and brokerage, and they get kickbacks. Yep, they get kickbacks. They say, this for an example, not trying to slander Fidelity's good name. Fidelity say, you know what, Amazon? If you bring over 1,000 of your employees and open up a 401k plan with us, every quarter, we'll give you 1.5 million. Oh, okay, because they've already done the numbers and algorithms. And so again, where are those fees? Where is that money coming from? Ta-da, is coming from the hidden fees from that organization. And why do a company have to say no hidden fees, no kickbacks, no commissions in bold? Because in this market space, and I read Tony Robinson's book, Unshakable, it tells you about all the hidden fees in 401k plans. And a lot of you are not familiar with this information because you know that 401k plans are easy with your organization. You're like, yeah, they do a 5% match. Okay, but if they're doing a 5% match, but they're taking 2% away from you, because no organization really, more times than not, don't have their own 401k plans. Let's take a large medical company, United Healthcare. They probably don't have their own 401k plan. They're probably contracted through another private investment entity. So we don't know unless you ask the questions and call and do the research if they're getting kickbacks or their commission fees or their hidden fees, all these things that you have to understand. So whether you want to grow your money, blow your money, or store your money, this is information that you have to take into accountability to be better for your life. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat room right here. I see a lot of people have some comments. Let's see here. All right, we got Mitchell Liggins in the room. Good morning from Alaska. We got Citizen M. Good morning to you as well. He says here, I make sure I watch ads to support the channel. Well, thank you, sir. I do appreciate that. You know, some people after 5 seconds, they just click it. Miss Curly Girl, thanking him for the support, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my information today. Usually Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I do a stock review. But again, I mean, the market, you know. I didn't really have any new stocks, hot stocks that I really want you to get information, but I just kind of want to change your mind frame about the way you go about investing and growing your money for the future. And I get it. You have $500,000, you have $500, $1,000, or $10,000, and you're trying to figure out what you want to do with it. You want to grow it, you want to blow it, or you want to store it. And this is some of the viable ways of the information that I put together for you, just for you to think. Take it with a grain of salt. Look at my perspective. This is Financial Literacy 101. Learn money and be inspired. You guys have a great and wonderful Friday. See you guys soon. I'm out.